tilt inhibit system, and so it stops. Essentially, it notices I'm not in appropriate angle of attack. I'm not vertical enough, and so with that, it'll say, or I'm not high enough. And it has a multitude of different rules that can be implemented. And we're lucky enough to have a gentleman named Jim Jarvis, who is probably one of the most experienced two-stage experts in the country. He has launched some incredibly high-altitude multi-stage rockets. Every year he goes out to one of the launches in Black Rock, Nevada, and he has another one he's going to be doing later this year. And again, always pushing for altitude records. I think his record right now is 275,000 feet, so he's getting pretty close to the edge of space there. And the video he brings back on his launches are amazing. I'm trying to listen in on the LCO flight channel, see what's going on. So it appears maybe that Rice University launch did not ignite their sustainer. Could be a tilt inhibit problem, could be a couple of other things, but maybe the system just didn't like the angle of attack, and or some other function did not meet the criteria. So we'll see what happens when they recover it. They'll do a post-flight diagnostic and again try to prepare for doing a little bit better next launch they come out to. But, two stages is a little bit more challenging. You essentially are launching two separate rockets, one on top of the other. So a lot of work involved, and I again thank Jim Jarvis for his work with ESRA and work with all these student teams. And this happens throughout the year. These teams are launching test flights pretty regularly, subscale and full scale. And so Jim is out at the fields around the Texas area, Austin, Houston, and Dallas area quite a bit, helping these student teams. And every once in a while he gets a chance to fly his own stuff. So when he does, it's pretty exciting. So again, we thank him and his wife Gloria, love her to death as well. She keeps him out of trouble and makes sure he eats and drinks and doesn't do anything silly. So love having them out here. Gloria is working with our Da Vinci Maker Labs partner in our Mission Control Center. And she keeps them nicely organized and managing radios and communications and recovery team backpacks. We'll talk about those recovery team backpacks, I think, in the next day or so. They are really amazing little pieces of technology. So if you ever wondered about how we track student teams when they go out for recovery, we can't just let them go out in the desert by themselves. And we've worked with Da Vinci over the years. They've developed a fantastic little backpack that they wear that we can track them very closely and communicate with them. We'll try to get them to explain it to us in a little bit more details when we get a chance. But at this point, again, all eyes and focus and attention are on the rockets themselves. Get as many of these off the pads. I'm taking a quick eyeball outside. I'm not seeing any terrible winds at this point, but it's coming. You know it's coming. It's just a matter of time when the temperatures start to elevate. It's been like this all week. So at this point, we're looking at 1:21 in the afternoon. We've gotten quite a few launches off the pads. Hopefully, we can get another salvo loaded. In the meantime, we could definitely be launching some two-stage rockets as well as some more hybrids. Again, I apologize. I wish we could get a little bit better organized with those hybrids, but when they say launch, they're launching, and we struggle to get everything. Imagine a drone being 3/4 of a mile away from one pad to the other, and so racing the drone over there and trying to get the robotic camera zoomed in, and it's always been a challenge. So we apologize for that one. All right, this looks like Team 101 is up next. We'll find out what they're doing, and I'll give you a rundown of who they are. All right, this one is University of British Columbia in Canada, UBC.